We have a message from...
What does he want?
Your presence at his party.
For what purpose?
Entertainment.
Interesting. The king requests that I parade in front of his friends for entertainment?
Essentially, yes.
Mummkin, you may inform your master that his queen will not come.
Perhaps the great queen has misunderstood me. The king himself has requested your presence.
Yes, but the king is not himself. The king is drunk.
But, Your Majesty, the term request is simply a polite euphemism for command. You're ignoring the king's command?
Mummkin, you're beginning to get on my nerves. Have you anything else to say?
No.
Good.
But what will I tell the king?
Tell him the queen has her own party to attend.
As you wish.
What? Is something the matter? Are my nails ever to be finished? I know what you're thinking. I should be honored to receive such attention. Who am I to think myself above the drunken request of the king? I know exactly who I am. I'm decoration. His favorite trophy. I'm Vashti, queen of Persia. My name's known far and wide. I've servants, slaves, assistants. One snap, they're at my side. You think with all this power I've lived life satisfied. But this is just a job, and the job description lied. All I can, but I must confess my secret. I've never loved this man. No. Yes, I married him for status. It was my only plan. I'm sick of these requests. It's time my plan began. Because I'm Vashti, the great queen Vashti.
What? Impossible! Impossible! How dare she stand up to the greatest ruler of the universe? There must be some mistake. Are you sure you talked to my Queen Vashti?
Positive.
Ah, how could this happen to me? I've never been rejected by a woman.
She's not only wronged the king, she's wronged all of Persia.
Yes.
And soon, all of Persia will have heard of what she's done, how the great King Xerxes was rejected by a woman.
Yes. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. What must be done?
She must be punished.
Yes. Excellent idea, Haman.
We must never allow Vashti to come before the king again. Let the king bestow her royal position upon another who is more credible than she.
What?
I have it, Your Majesty. We must simply find a better queen.
Yes, Haman.
Goodness we have Haman.
Agreed. Perhaps the best way to find a new queen is to hold an empire-wide search.
Ooh.
No, we need something flashier. We'll have an empire-wide beauty queen competition.
Ah.
Your Majesty, we will be sure to find a million other candidates who are much more prettier and accommodating than Vashti.
Your brilliance is amazing me.
I only live to serve the king and our beloved Persia.
No matter how powerful King Xerxes had become, he could not keep the disgraceful actions of ex-Queen Vashti a secret. Word traveled quickly in the capital city of Susa.
An ordinary day in Susa is a pleasant day.
What a beautiful day.
Did you hear about Vashti? Each person left alone to go around their pleasant
Morning.
Hear the news?
The king fired the queen?
Wine selling, living life, never need to worry here. Hello.
Delicious.
Does this mean Vashti's single?
And with King Xerxes on his throne, no need to worry here.
Too bad I spend our tax money in never-ending parties.
Excuse me, did I just hear you say something negative about King Xerxes?
Well,
Because as I'm sure you know, speaking negatively about King Xerxes is a capital offense. The penalty is almost certain death for you, your wife, and your small child.
thank you for your service to the king. You must know that I also serve the king as an official, one of the more highly ranked officials.
Oh, my apologies, sir. Surely the king would overlook the matter in your case.
How generous.
Well, let's continue the song, please. Continue the song. Where's the music?
Everyone, sing now.
Like we said in Susa, every day here is a pleasant day.
It's just so pleasant here.
If we mind our business, our lives won't end in unpleasant ways. An extraordinary day could make my life much brighter. My cares would fade away. My load become much lighter. I'd sail away on bright seas. I'd hold my head up higher. I'd be faster than that chariot, and the world will watch as I fly.
Wait, that's my chariot. Wait, stop, I have to get to the palace.
Wait, so you were trying to get to the palace?
Perfect. What business could an orphan have at the palace? I have an appointment to see if they like my cooking.
That's adorable.
You thought
King Xerxes
would eat your Jewish food? Excuse me? Do you know when the next chariot is arriving?
Well, just a moment. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Due to a wheel and axle malfunction, there will be no more public chariot transportation for the rest of the day.
What?
We apologize for any inconvenience.
Oh, why is this happening? Hadassah? Hi, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? Good, just missed my chariot, chance to work at the palace and make all my dreams come true. Oh, that's terrible, I'm so sorry. It's alright, I'm sure everything happens for a reason. Plus, I'm always late. Yeah, you are. You don't have any more parts.
Ah! I'm so sorry, are you alright?
Don't touch me. What's the matter with you?
Nothing, it was an accident. You practically attacked me. Now I have to wait in line again.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry.
What seems to be the problem here? Did the Jew try to hurt you, wife?
Yes, he practically attacked me.
Oh. Were there any witnesses? Can anyone stand up for this foreigner? Seems to be that no one really likes it here. Maybe you should go back to where you came from.
Hadassah!
Mordecai.
I thought you'd be on your way to the palace by now.
Tala, this is my cousin Mordecai. Mordecai, this is my friend Tala.
Your cousin? Oh, I guess that means you're Jewish.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I love Jewish people. I mean, that came out wrong. I just didn't.
Thanks, Tala.
Yep.
So, the chariot didn't come?
She missed it.
Hadassah!
I'm very happy you're able to meet my cousin. He's been like a father to me.
Where's your real father?
He died. My mom, too.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I was really young, and Mordecai's the best father a girl could have. Aren't you, Mordecai?
Attention, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a message from...
If you ever wanted to be a queen, now's your opportunity to be seen. Our queen Vashti has been deposed. Who will replace her? No one knows. Great King Xerxes is looking for a girl to make it suck up in her kind of liquid to her throat. Well, competition's open and our song is sung. So come into the palace,
Only if you're young.
Beautiful.
and single.
Did they just say what I think they said?
The king is looking for a new queen. And yes, you and Hadassah are qualified to compete. Overqualified. Now, wait a minute, Hadassah. You're not thinking of competing, are you?
Why wouldn't I?
It's fine for Tala, but for you, why would you want to?
Because I could be queen.
But you had to marry the king.
Exactly. I don't see what's wrong with that.
You don't see what's wrong with that, really?
Mordecai, can we talk about this later?
Don't you know what it means to marry outside the faith?
He's the king of Persia.
He's a pagan.
You know, I think I have to go.
Don't go. We'll forget about all of this. Mordecai is just very protective sometimes.
Because you will not be saved, Hadassah. Don't you realize there are people in Susa who hate us?
Why would they hate you?
We're Jewish.
Why does that matter?
Well, we were brought here as slaves about a century ago. We tried to make Persia our home, but we don't belong here. And that's why I'm so protective of Hadassah.
Everything I want seems out of reach just because I'm Jewish.
You know, I really do have to go.
Tala, what do you think?
About what?
Do you have a religion?
Not really.
Then what do you believe? Why you're alive?
Wow, that's a very deep question.
You don't have to answer him, Tala.
No, I'd like to. I don't think about that sort of thing very much. Let's see, you should never tell a lie. Never hurt anyone. I don't know. We only get one life down here before it's endless night. We shouldn't live that life in fear. Just try to get things right.
And there's nothing but the careless stars above.
I guess so.
Unless a God has made us by his love.
Oh, you think we were created by the gods?
One God, but our God is full of mercy and kindness. Our people don't be created a special sort of way. He's spoken to us through the prophets. Although he promised we will not be wiped out by anything. Although we have a lot of close calls there. A worldwide flood, 400 years of slavery, exile in other lands.
A general sense of hatred and rejection by most people.
You believe all this too, Hadassah?
Yes.
We've been promised life. We've been promised centuries. Centuries of life and countless generations of future in the promised land. Our maker holds, he holds us in his hands. Who knows what he has planned?
If only know he's promised life.
What a life.
They spit on us and call us names. They laugh until we cry.
were the subject of their games. You know you can't deny. Is this the life a loving God should give?
Perhaps the pain is teaching us to live. The life that I have down here will not end. So I can be humiliated in front of the whole town. They can laugh at me, reject me, spit on me, but they're not my life. I have found it elsewhere.
Mordecai, I know all that. My faith is important to you too, but my real everyday life?
Hadassah, the Creator gave you this life. Who are you to decide? You know better.
I don't think I know better, Mordecai. I just think maybe the Creator has something better planned for me. Isn't that possible? The chance to be queen, see the greatness of this world. There's not much else in reach for a Jewish girl. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's gotten into me. It all started when I missed my chariot, and now the competition. It doesn't matter. It's not like I win or anything.
Hadassah, you know I love you like a father.
Yes, and I'll always obey you, Mordecai, even if I don't understand.
I want you to be happy, Hadassah, just like your father were if you were alive. And while I can't say this competition is what I want for you, who knows? Maybe some good will come out of it.
So, yes?
Yes, on one condition. Don't tell anyone you're Jewish. You'll be safer if you can blend in.
I think I can handle that.
And your name sounds Jewish, so change it.
To what?
You'll think of something.
Welcome to Beauty Queen Boot Camp! Today we're making history, folks, history. Today, ordinary girls from all over the empire have a chance to become one of the most important woman in the universe, Queen of Persia! Let's start off with some constructive criticism. You, over there, you're too tall, not sure how to fix it, try slouching. And you, whoo, you should have taken a shower. And you're late.
I'm sorry.
What's your name? You don't know your own name?
Esther, my name is Esther.
Who's your family?
My parents are dead.
Oh, sorry to hear about that. Well, let's meet some of the other contestants. How about?
Oh my stars, my name is Daria and I'm so excited to be here. I live in the province of Susa in a small house with my mom and dad, 2 grandmothers, 2 grandfathers, 6 brothers, 8 sisters, and tons of chickens.
Yeah, next. Wow, you are looking fantastic.
Right?
Did you do this makeup yourself?
Yeah, and I've never even worn makeup before. Can you believe it?
Absolutely. Well, that's more than enough introductions today. Yes, you have questions.
Yes, I have a very important question for her. Who? Me? Aw, you're so cute. Are you here to compete?
Of course I am.
But you look so little. What are you? 8 years old?
I am not 8 years old. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm 18 years old and perfectly eligible for this competition.
Of course she is, but really, 18?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm 25.
That is remarkable. Well, we hope you've enjoyed getting to know a few of our contestants. It is time for them to get started on the rigorous preparations and beauty treatments. They have a very, very long way to go. Best of luck, ladies.
She's gonna get you, they all think they're gonna get you, but I think I'm gonna get you. More lipstick. Ooh, King Xerxes. That's 11. Ooh, King Xerxes. Wanna get down. Ooh, King Xerxes. You're wondering where I'm going. Hey, I'm looking oh so fine. I'll be yours and you'll be mine. I'm the one you've always had in mind. I'm not like Vashti. You'll never know how long it takes me to do all the things that make me tossy.
went on for 6 months.
Excuse me?
Hi, what do you need?
I was wondering if you've seen anything that I can improve on.
Improve? You mean you want my advice?
With me.
Yes. I've used all the help I could get.
How refreshing. What was your name again?
Esther.
Tell you what, Esther, I'm gonna give you some help. 7 girls to help you with your beauty treatments, most comfortable room in Harrow.
Do you think I could help her? I'd love a break from all this.
Wouldn't we all? And when you go to the king, you gotta wear blue.
Wait, what? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
With me.
Wait,
With me.
Blue.
With me.
can't hear you.
Ladies, you sound like a bunch of babies. Get your act together, start acting more like Esther. Quiet and charming, make your attitude disarming.
Don't you tell me what to do. I know what it takes to get to. Oh, King Xerxes, I come to your number 1. Oh, King Xerxes, ain't nobody had much fun. Oh, King Xerxes, hit me and your job is done. Come on, open up that door. I'm the one you're looking for. Hey, gonna help you win this war.
Don't touch me.
Oh, King Xerxes, hurry up and make your choice. Oh, King Xerxes, hit me and your job is done. Oh, King Xerxes, I can't stand your screeching voice. Why you gotta take so long? Don't you know you can't go wrong? How long do you have to sing this song?
Seriously? I'm the one who's gonna win ya, even if you goes up in my business.
Your business? Whatever. Even if I'm riding 37 backs or acting flirty, I got what it takes to be your queen. Did you just rip my dress? Girl, I'll make your life a mess. Please, go back to the farm, girl, before I break your arm.
Why you gotta fight, hun? You know you're not the right one.
Seriously? It's my club marks on your face.
Ladies, did you all come down with rabies? You all look like a fright, and you meet the king tonight. If you want to stand a chance, then we best review. Getting late is getting late.
Just came to say hello.
I can't wait to meet all of you. Goodbye.
Oh, King Xerxes, gonna be your beauty queen. Yeah.
To Beauty Queen Boot Camp, you will be called into the king one by one in no particular order. First up, Teresa.
Why, hello.
Who put you into this? Was it Haman? He is too much.
You know, I've always wanted to be a princess. Queen.
Oh, and how old are you?
I'm 32 and a half.
Next.
What? How dare you? You never gave me a chance.
Sorry, just can't see a future with you. At least not legally.
This is ludicrous. You're never going to find someone better than me. I'm supposed to be queen.
Next up, Daria. Oh my stars, you're beautiful, you're talented. You can do it.
Hello. Are you feeling all right? A little bit nervous around me? Wait a minute. Are you going to be sick, like right now? Quickly, run. Sorry, just can't stand to be next to sick people. Next.
Next up, Parissa.
There you are, right there in front of me. I've been waiting for this moment my entire life.
Security! Look, honey, it's not you, it's me. Security! Take her away immediately!
No.
Next, Esther.
Your Majesty.
Beautiful.
What?
Blue. You're wearing blue. Blue is my favorite color. What's your name again?
Esther.
So what do you think of me, Esther?
I think you're a very talented king.
Good. If you disagree, I might cut off your head.
Of course, I would never criticize the king.
You break one law, and that is the end of you.
I understand.
Haman, Memicon, what do you think of the woman?
Seems healthy.
She looks royal enough to me. Woman, come stand next to the king. Yes, she approves your appearance.
Good, but one will suffice. Queen Esther, you may touch the royal hand to settle the agreement.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
You may release the royal hand.
Don't mention it. Now there's no time to waste. We have to get you ready for tonight.
What's tonight?
Well, your wedding, your coronation ceremony, your first public appearance as queen, and we're way behind schedule already. Ladies! Ladies! Meet your new queen.
Yet I'm the one chosen, can't help but ask myself why. Am I just lucky to make it this far, or was I created to fly into a life where I might make a difference, each second a new chance to thrive, all of course while enjoying importance and fame as the rest of my life comes alive.
What's all this commotion?
They picked a new queen.
Who is it?
I don't know, some Persian girl.
Oh good, a Persian girl.
She's an orphan, no one in her family.
What's her name? Oh good, Queen Esther.
All bow to the great Queen Esther.
Hadassah.
One small compromise, hiding who I am, is not that high a price, is it? When one has been chosen to be queen. Though I don't know where my life is going, but one thing's for certain, it's been so long, I thank God for this shower of blessings, for guiding my life to this moment. This moment.
Yes, I give the tears to take this woman to be my queen, to be my everything, to have and hold, to love and cherish from this day forward, as long as I'm alive. Unless I change my mind someday, or if I request her presence and she disobeys, or if she displeases me in any single way. Of course that would happen. She's perfect. I now pronounce this king and wife. What's that next part? Oh yes, we party. Yay!
I don't know.
Yet I believe that I'm here for a reason. I'll take a deep breath and I'll go into a life with a king who ignores me, and the king I've ignored all above. How I wish I could see him or just hear his voice, or somehow be sure of his love.
Persia, approximately 7 years later. King Xerxes continues to sit on the throne. Queen Esther continues to be his queen. We've had a few wars with the Greeks, but other than that, everyone is happy. Persia is pleasant in every single way.
Dear Mordecai, I'm happy to hear that you're climbing the ladder of success in the political world. You've certainly earned it. I saw you sitting by the gates with the other leaders, and I had to stop myself from running up and hugging you like a little child. Imagine what people would say. Queen Esther was caught embracing a Jewish man. As for myself, life is surprisingly simple. Somehow I pictured myself in love with my husband. But don't worry about me, I'm safe and well. And at least I have Tali here to keep me company. I miss you dearly. Hadassah.
Are you ready to focus on your mission or not?
One little thing.
Yes.
Are you sure you have to kill him?
Does he or does he not deserve to die?
Well,
He does. Be strong. Justice will be served. So, let's repeat the plan. What is it?
I have no idea.
You escort him on his nightly stroll. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3.
You escort him on his nightly stroll.
Close. Next, you casually steer the conversation to the subject of polo.
Polo? I love polo.
Then you cleverly offer to show the king your new polo mallet. Show me. You have to practice.
I got a new polo mallet.
Good. Last step. Suddenly smash the mallet into his cranium with all your strength.
Okay.
Oh, what do you think you're doing? You're not supposed to kill me. You're supposed to kill the king.
I got it, totally.
What's complicated? Let's go and practice. Tala, how's she doing?
She's fine.
Oh, good. I have a very important message for her.
Mordecai has overheard a plot to kill the king.
What?
Mordecai has overheard...
No, don't say it again!
You have to do something.
Okay, say it one more time slowly, then I'll go into the court and tell the king. Wait, I can't go to him. I can't go without being summoned.
Of course it's the law, but...
He can take one look at me and I do the next Vashti. You have to tell someone else. Haman, tell Haman.
Haman.
So to make the long story short, later when King Xerxes was on the royal throne with his advisors and nobles to all take note of the daily happenings of Persia, while a trap was being set by those two saps, he didn't know that they were hapless fools with mallets. So that's when Haman came into the court and started naming names, which made the king inflame with rage, a fright to see.
Hang those dirty traitors! You don't mess with me! Haman, I am forever indebted with you.
To be honest, I heard the news from Queen Esther. And I think she heard the news from a man named Horicum.
Yes. But we can get all the details and write them in the annals. But Haman, it's high time for you to get rewarded. I will promote you to second in command.
Your Majesty.
You deserve it. I will command the whole nation to bow to you. Oh yes, everyone must bow to the Honorable Haman.
Thank you, thank you. No, really, you're too kind.
Babican, would you take Haman and take him through the city and tell people to bow to him?
Anything to serve my king.
I made it, and no one ever thought I could. The game that I played it paid off because I played it so good. So now that I've made it and played it like I knew I would, this world will bow to me.
Great citizens of Persia, King Xerxes the Magnificent commands you all to bow to the Honorable Haman. Great citizens of Persia, King Xerxes the Magnificent commands you all to bow to the Honorable Haman. Great citizens of Persia, King Xerxes the Magnificent commands you all to bow to the Honorable Haman. Great citizens of Persia, King Xerxes commands you all to bow to... Excuse me, did you happen to not hear the decree? Okay, assuming you did not hear the decree, King Xerxes commands you all to bow to the Honorable Haman.
Yes.
So that actually means you're required to bow right now because that's Haman.
Yes.
So who are you and why are you still not bowing?
My name is Mordecai, and I will not bow because I am a Jew.
Okay, this went on for a few days. Bow.
No.
Okay. Bow.
No.
Okay. Bow.
They're bowing and giving
Okay.
the rightful due. They're
Bow.
bowing right now
No.
through the
Okay.
front page news.
Well, one man's not bowing. It's Mordecai the Zealous Jew.
Oh, really? Where is he? Oh, he looks familiar. I suppose he will not bow because he is a Jew.
Yes.
Figured.
Really?
Oh, yes, it makes perfect sense. He's a Jew and I'm an Agagite.
Ah,
You still don't get it, do you?
not really, no.
Essentially, we're enemies because of an ancient feud between our ancestors. He hates me, and I hate him right back. In fact, all Jewish people hate me.
How can anybody hate you?
They're probably plotting to kill me.
Is the parade finished yet, or must we continue to grovel at your feet?
Wife, how pleasant to see you.
Dinner is waiting. Of course, we are all very proud of you, Haman. But no matter how famous you become, you still have a wife and 10 sons.
My wife has a talent for warming the heart. Mama can sometimes wonder if anyone really loves me.
What are you talking about? Everyone loves you. All of Persia has been falling at your feet like blubbering idiots all day.
Not all of Persia. Mordecai the Jew wouldn't bow.
Why wouldn't he bow?
It's complicated.
Execute him.
Yes, but that would not truly solve the problem. There are plenty other Jews in Persia, and as long as they're alive, I will not get the respect I deserve. I should be worshipped.
Yes, you should. So get rid of them.
What, wipe out an entire race one by one?
No, kill them all at the same time.
That's preposterous. You cannot just get rid of an entire percentage of the population.
Haman, you're forgetting something. You are now the second most powerful human being in the world. You don't have to play by the rules. King Xerxes sits on a throne like a puppet, while you are pulling the strings. All the power is at your disposal. Why don't you just do some good?
You may have a point there. I deserve this.
You work so hard.
Persia deserves this. They don't belong here. They can become powerful. They can rise up and take over everything.
Yes.
I'll speak to the king. Thank you, wife. I feel much better now. I'm very fortunate to own a woman like you.
Yes, you are.
When you're the second in command, you don't deal with this. If there is someone you can't stand, take aim, you won't miss. After all, isn't that the grand point of having influence? Your Majesty,
Haman, what can I do to assist you?
I have recently learned that there's a certain dangerous group of people that follow a different set of laws than the ones of great King Xerxes, and should not be tolerated any longer.
I should think not.
I have already formulated a plan.
Yes, so what's the plan?
If it pleases the king, let the entire race of dangerous people be destroyed. I think casting lots would be the simplest way to find a day for extermination. And to make it more profitable for your greatness, I'll personally deposit 10,000 talents to the royal treasury.
Well, when you put it that way, do whatever seems best for you. I'll give you my signet ring so you can decree whatever you want.
The signet ring. Thank you, King Xerxes. I only live to serve the king, our beloved Persia. I made it, and now you know I did. And those in my way, every man and every woman, every kid, they'll all soon be slave thanks to one 10,000 talent bid. This world will bow to me. This world will bow to me. Mommy, can I have a job for you? I want you to write down a decree in the name of the King Xerxes.
Certainly.
On the 13th day in the month of Adar, all Jewish people throughout the Persian Empire are to be annihilated. No one will escape, young and old, all will be destroyed. Those who assist his empire in this endeavor will plunder Turkish goods as a reward. Now go, send this to every province with a messenger to proclaim it out loud so everyone will be ready for our day of freedom.
Our day of freedom, certainly. Couriers!
I made it, and now you know I did.
Great citizens of Susa, on the 13th day of the 12th month of Adar, all Jews throughout the Persian Empire are to be annihilated.
Those in my way, every man and every woman, every kid.
Great citizens of Egypt, on the 13th day of the 12th month of Adar, all Jews throughout the Persian Empire will be annihilated.
All soon be slave thanks to one 10,000 talent bid.
Great citizens of Ethiopia,
Macedonia,
Arabia,
India.
no one will escape, young and old, women and children.
Citizens of Jerusalem,
All will be destroyed in one day.
Now the world will bow to
and by night, but I find no rest. You are a holy throne on the praises of Israel. Into you they trusted, and were not put to shame.
Mordecai, I got your letter. Will you try to escape?
Escape? There is no place to go. Didn't you read what I wrote to you? He wants annihilation. The edict spreads it through the entire empire. I'm safe in Susa, near my queen.
No, Mordecai, not with me. He'd find out.
What? That you're Jewish?
I don't want him to know.
Even if it means that every other Jew on earth dies? Hadassah, please, go talk to him.
What am I supposed to do? Sorry, I never told you this, but I'm Jewish.
Hadassah, he will listen. You're married.
It's not like that with us. I can't just walk into his court and ask to talk to him.
Why not?
It's the law. Even for a man, it's instant death for anyone.
Unless he's summoned by the king.
Which I haven't been.
Or unless the king extends the scepter.
He wouldn't.
For his queen?
His queen is easily replaced. No, he's made that very clear. I break one law, and it would mean my life.
So, you choose your life over thousands?
Mordecai, I would do it if that would do any good, but it won't. There's nothing any of us can do.
You've changed, Hadassah. You used to believe our Creator could do anything.
It's easy to believe that in stories, Mordecai, but this is real life. My life.
Have you forgotten what he promised? Hadassah, you are an orphan. You think it's a coincidence that you became queen?
Mordecai.
Who knows? Perhaps you were brought to the kingdom for such a time as this.
How could he use me? I married a pagan and I pretend like the Creator doesn't exist.
For 7 years I've lived this life, a Persian queen, the great king's wife. I've blended in, I've passed that test, I've all but sold my soul, just like the rest. And now you come to bring this news of certain death for all the Jews. At such a time as this, you think that God would use a coward like me. But you've been promised life. I thought you believed your God is by your side. If stories of your God are true, then wouldn't he come through? You said he cared for failures too. I'm sorry, it's not my place.
No, you're absolutely right. You know she's right, Hadassah. God does not make promises based on how perfect you are. It wasn't about you. Or was it about David, who committed murder and adultery? Or Abraham, a coward who was willing to give his wife to another man? Or Jacob, or Moses, or countless others? God can work through anyone. But if you keep silent, I know that deliverance will rise up from another place. Then you will be held back for your actions.
Go, gather all the Jews to be found in Susa, and hold a fast on my behalf. Do not eat or drink anything for 3 days, night or day. I and my young women will also fast as you do. Then I will go before the king, those against the rules. And if I perish, I perish.
If we shall never meet again, my only comfort lies in God who gives us hope. So when we say goodbye, we do recognize one day there'll be no more goodbyes.
Tala, go with Mordecai and pray with him. To everyone you know to pray.
If it's my time,
gentlemen of the court, I do not have very much time to discuss. I'm rather in a festive mood. Perhaps a banquet?
Yes, a banquet would be delightful.
Haman, who is that?
That's your Queen Esther.
Doesn't she look beautiful? Wait, did you send for her?
No, she has come uninvited, Your Majesty.
She has broken the law, like Vashti.
And the penalty is death. Well, she did save the life of the king.
Queen Esther, you have broken the law. But you look so beautiful today, I'm pleased to extend the golden scepter.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
And also, him reminded me that you once saved my life. So, what is it? Surely there's a request. Up to half of my kingdom.
I do have a very important request. I would like to invite the king to a banquet, a feast. Yes, I would like to invite the king and Haman, of course, to a royal feast.
A feast? That would be delightful. We'd like to come. Well, if there's no other business to attend.
Court is adjourned. Haman feasted with Queen Esther that night. A marvelous, intimate feast. The food was delicious.
Well, Queen Esther, surely you did not go through all this trouble just for a feast, right? Surely there's a request. Up to half of my kingdom it shall be fulfilled.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I do have a very important request for you.
But first, I have something more important to say. I must give a toast. Here's to a good old time with good old friends. Here's to reaching the top and being the best. To my king, my queen, and to me, why not?
Here's to my dear Haman. I'd like to give a toast. Here's to a lovely feast with lovely folks. Here's to Esther. I never heard your request. So what is it?
If it please the king, and if I have found favor, I ask for just one thing. My wish, my request is, this has been such a wonderful night. I'd like to try it again. Here's to another feast tomorrow night.
Another feast?
Here's to my better half and his best friend.
Here's to my beauty queen, my right-hand man, to power.
To feasting.
To cooking.
To Haman.
To Haman.
To us.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You're Mordecai the Jew.
Yes.
And you still refuse to bow?
Yes.
Well, you will only be Mordecai the Jew until the 13th day of Adar, when you and all your friends will be destroyed.
Good night, Haman.
Good night.
Haman, how is the feast? You have to tell me everything.
Silence!
Oh, can I get you anything? Milk, water, a warm cup of tea?
Wife, it is your duty to comfort me.
Was it the feast?
No, the feast was perfect. I was perfect, entertaining, and charming. But once again, Mordecai the Jew has ruined my perfect day.
Haman, he's worthless. You can't let him have this kind of effect on you. Let's think of happier things. Let's see, you are the wealthiest man in Persia, except the king. You have been promoted more than anyone else in Persia. What else?
Signet ring. The king gave it to me.
So you might as well be sitting on the throne. Everyone seems to know you have power. Even the queen seems to know. Why else would she invite you to the royal feast?
She invited me to another one tomorrow.
Wonderful.
But it's all worthless to me. Worthless. As soon as I see Mordecai the Jew sitting at the gate...
He still refuses to bow?
Yes, it's infuriating.
Well, if that's all that's troubling you, get rid of him.
But I have no more patience.
So get rid of him tomorrow. Remember, Haman, you have power. Let there be gals 50 cubits high. And in the morning, tell the king to hang Mordecai on it, and all your troubles will be gone, and you can go happily to the next feast.
That's a very simple solution. I wish I came up with it.
Sometimes a woman is needed for such things.
Yes, now give me some peace and quiet, woman. You're giving me a headache.
Of course. Good night, Haman.
Good night.
Sleep tonight, and I have been honored with the task of reading him to sleep with the Royal Annals, the Book of Memorable Deeds. It's quite thrilling.
Memkan, are you falling asleep?
Of course not, Your Majesty, just daydreaming. I beg your pardon. Next in the Book of Memorable Deeds, 2 men plotted a conspiracy against the king. Mordecai the Jew discovered the plot, and word was sent immediately to King Xerxes.
I don't remember that part. Mordecai the Jew? Has anything been done to reward him?
Nothing at all, Your Greatness.
That is unacceptable. See if anyone is in the real court.
It's very unlikely, Your Majesty. It's still very early in the morning.
Let me come.
Right away.
Ah, Haman, you're just the man that I wanted to see.
You're just the man that I wanted to see.
How pleasant. Me first. What must be done for a man whom the king delights to honor?
Delights to honor. This man must be very important to the king.
Absolutely.
Well then, first get a set of royal robes that the king has worn himself. Then get one of the king's most favorite horses. Then have one of the king's most highly ranked officials dress the man in the robes and take him throughout the busiest city proclaiming, "Thus shall be done for the man who the king delights to honor."
That is absolute perfection. Quickly, I want you to do everything. The horse, the robes, everything for Mordecai the Jew. Mordecai, he sits at the king's gate.
Yes, we're acquainted.
Good. I want the ceremony to last all day. So go on, get started. Oh, and Haman, I want you to sing a song in his honor. The greatest song ever written.
I will do exactly as you say.
I'll help.
The man who the king delights to honor.
Who's that man who saved the king? Who's the reason why we stand and sing? Who's that man who wins the prize? Who is favored in King Xerxes' eyes?
Mordecai, we love him so we speak. His name our faces full. Yes, Mordecai, he can't be beat. Simply is a treat. Mordecai, the best there is, we sat down and we wrote a list on Mordecai's best attributes, which no one can refute. He's likable and very smart. He's funnier than modern artists. Beating smells of melt the coldest hearts. Please kill me. Mordecai, he wins the prize. His favorite in King Xerxes. So Mordecai, this song's for you. We hope your dreams come true.
Hey! This celebration went on for hours.
Mordecai is the nicest genius. When he sees, he says, "Bless you." All Mordecai is considerate. That's why he's such a hit. Mordecai, he takes and takes and shake and shake and make his Mordecai. He's never spoiled, but he's really cool. He's totally a muscle man. There's nobody who's stronger than him. He can kill a bear with his hands. Mordecai goes to her head. There's only one big tweet. He said for Mordecai, a battle cry. Cry, what a guy! What a guy, what a guy, what a guy, what a guy. Daring, loving, loyal, peace and honor, wearing royal. Oh, but with his harm. What a guy, what a guy, what a guy, what a guy. Nobody else who can come close to being quite as handsome. Oh, we just adore that. Mordecai, he's won the hearts of every person in this place. So Mordecai, what's your name? How great you are and how?
Not only is Mordecai worthy of the greatest song ever sung, he's also worthy of the greatest dance ever danced.
Mordecai
Are you bowing to me?
Wife, I have just emerged from the lowest circle of Hades.
Have you gone mad? I can't be seated like this. Quick, put yourself together.
There's nothing left to put together. I've spent the entire day groveling at the feet of the man I hate most, Mordecai the Jew.
How could you let this happen?
It was the king's order.
The king's order? Haman, you must be joking. Plans to hang Mordecai. You couldn't possibly have.
Silence!
But you must be joking, Haman. Because if you say what is true, you are obviously cursed. I'm sure Mordecai worships the Jewish God. And if that God is against you, you have no hope. You are ruined. We are all ruined.
Be quiet. I command you to keep your lies to yourself. You're just a woman, and you'll only be a woman.
Of course.
Help me get ready. I have another feast to attend tonight.
The very next day,
Queen Esther, you have done it again. How are these meals so deliciously prepared?
It's kosher.
Kosher? What's kosher?
It's an ethnic sort of thing.
Well, I like it. Haman, how did it go? You're very silent this evening. How did it go with that man? Oh, what's his name?
Mordecai the Jew?
Yes, was he properly honored?
Yes, the entire day was simply perfect.
He deserved it. Now, Queen Esther, as much as I appreciate two extraordinary feasts, you cannot have gone through all this trouble just to cook for me, right? Surely there's a request. After this marvelous wine, marvelous feast, up to half of my kingdom it shall be fulfilled.
Thank you, Your Majesty. If it please the king, I ask for my life and the life of my people.
The life of my queen is in danger?
Yes, we have been sold. We are to be annihilated. I would have kept quiet if we were only to be sold as slaves.
Who did this? And where is he?
It's Haman.
Haman? Surely not this Haman.
It is this Haman. He's a foe and an enemy.
Haman!
Your Majesty, I assure you...
Silence!
Please, forgive me.
You didn't forgive my cousin Mordecai, the Jew.
Mordecai's your cousin?
Yes, and your noble queen is Jewish.
Please, forgive me. Please, I beg you, forgive me.
Haman, let go of me. Haman, let go.
Please, I beg you.
Release the queen! Haman, you were to do this to me? In my own presence, in my own house? The signet ring, give it to me. Take him away.
perhaps Your Majesty should know that Haman has constructed gallows to hang Mordecai the Jew.
Perfect. Hang him on that. Did he hurt you?
No.
Good. I never questioned him. To think, I would never forgive myself. Wait, who are your people?
My people are Jewish. I never told you this because it's not very safe for Jewish people. And Mordecai, who saved your life, he's Jewish. My cousin, actually. He raised me when my parents died.
How long have we been married?
Oh, 7 years?
That's what I thought. Is there anything else I should know about you?
No, I don't think so.
Memicon, go find Mordecai the Jew and bring him here immediately. You know, if you were to told me this before, I would have never let this happen.
Yes?
Were you afraid that I could have killed you?
What?
When you came into the court, you knew you broke a law,
Yes.
but you still came. You know you could have died for other people.
It took some convincing, but yes.
Oh no.
What?
Once a law has been sealed with the king's seal, it cannot be changed.
But I will be killed too!
No, I'll not let that happen. Memicon, There must be some other way. Memicon!
Mordecai!
Yes, hello Mordecai. Memicon, I need your help. Once a law has been sealed with the king's seal, it cannot be changed.
Oh dear.
Your Majesty, I don't mean to intrude, but I happen to be well versed in the law. Wouldn't the problem be solved if you simply wrote a new law, allowing all the Jews to defend themselves? Then our enemies might be less eager to attack.
Well, Esther, you should have mentioned your cousin before. He is brilliant. You know, I recently lost my right-hand man, and I'm eager to find another brilliant and trustworthy to fill in the position.
You mean me? You want me to be your second in command?
Yes, if you'll accept.
Of course, I'll be happy to serve my king.
Good. Your first order is to wear the signet ring and to put in effect the law that you have described.
Thank you, Your Majesty. On behalf of all the Jewish people, I'll be happy to serve my king.
Yes. Now go on, all of you. There's much to be done.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Esther, well, I was about to look for a different one because I would have never found one like you.
From that day on, our little orphan Esther became known as a beautiful Jewish queen. News of her bravery spread throughout all of Persia, and Persia became much more pleasant for Jewish people. On the 13th day of the 12th month of Adar, the Jews were victorious. The victory is still remembered in a holiday called Purim, celebration of life and deliverance. Queen Esther was no longer afraid to pray to her God, and she taught others to do the same.
My faith was new. You were there when I lost my need for you. You were there at the start of each day. You were there when I thought you had faded away. You were there when I thought I was fine. You were there when my life was on the line. You were there when I desperately looked above. You were there when I did not deserve your love. And oh, I love you, my King. And all through my life, you have loved me. Life, we've been given life, even through the dark. You have been our guide. Just like every story, you are there before me, even when
Wow. Thank you. Awesome job. Awesome job. Can you turn the lights on? Wow, that was awesome. What'd you think? Mrs. Black, we want to acknowledge the people that are behind the curtains here. And we have the curtain gal here. Come on out, ladies. Come on. Come on. Come on out. And the friends and family have some things that they would like to share with some of us. And we want to especially thank Mrs. Black. She is awesome. The script, if you were to go on the YouTube and see the Esther perform, you would find all kinds of dances and certain things that we don't do. We wouldn't do them that way, particularly. And so Mrs. Black has to recreate much of that. And so that's what she and her crew does here. And they create their dances and their little routines. And Heyman, you did a phenomenal job in your dance today. Give this to you. We need one that's a roving one, I think. But I don't see one. All these mics. We have so many mics, but we can't find one.
We have such a wonderful parents and wonderful teachers. And this time we're going to honor Mrs. Prairie. She's one of our helpers. Yep. Gentlemen, all of this is because of a wonderful principal we have. Thank you, the floor is yours.
Oh, you're quicker than I expected. Awesome job, kids. Really. I think it's the best. It was absolutely the best. What do you think, Mrs. Black? I think it was the best I've ever seen. Yeah. We had one that cratered down here on the floor. He just couldn't make it. So that's okay. He did a good job. His sister's got him in her lap now. So, okay, so we'll have closing prayer, and then please feel free to join us down for refreshments. So, and you guys know to get your costumes back in there. Do not eat in your costumes, please. Out of your word. We thank you, we honor you tonight, and we just thank you for always being there for us. And we love our children, and please help us to continue to honor you as we train them up. And we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.
I didn't watch any of it. I'm watching it tomorrow. You were so hasta lloré. Cuando cantaron así. Where'd Becky go? Oh, please. Okay.
Can I just slide the card, or does it have full string?
Or refresh. We need Becky.
So fast. My mom's like, wait. I know. You're like, right there.
Let's get these and then these for Becky. Yeah, but we'll have to get her later.
Probably get it to her.
Maybe tonight.
Wait 1 second.
Oh dear.
Clyde, come down. Come down.